So as I was cruising IGN for a comic book, superhero movie, and anything the fuck else that isn't remotely related to gaming news, like a haymaker to the kidneys, I was hit with a factoid that made me feel old enough to find Jay Leno funny. Reggie Fils-Aime, he of flared nostrils, flat skull, and flatter delivery, is retiring from Nintendo after 16 years and 6 gorillion memes.
My name is Reggie. I'm about kicking ass, I'm about taking names, and we're about making games.
Global sell-through for Nintendo DS stands at over 5 million, or more than twice the level for the PSP. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Well, the PSP hasn't arrived in Europe yet. So we got there when we said we would, and they didn't. You know what? That's Sony's issue, not my problem.
To allow people to play Smash Brothers at Best Buy nationwide during E3 would be a huge undertaking.
Look, I'll make this short, as I know everyone and his hairy-ass half-uncle's already weighed in on this, but Reggie the one-man meme machine deserves a fervent Godspeed before he waddles off into the sunset, and by God, he's getting one. Reggie Fils-Aime had perhaps the most thankless job in gaming next to being Kojima's editor. The American face for a company so Japanese even the Nintendo Dolphin got fucking harpooned. Whether it's the YouTube copyright claim saga, the tone-deaf refusal to fucking convert to optical media in the mid-90s, or the slow plotting adaptation to an online connected gaming space that frankly continues to plague the plumber to this fucking day, the Big N regards Filthy Round Eye's Bucket of Gaijin about as warmly as a Prius at a Monster Jam, but Reggie straddled that treacherous tightrope and only racked his testes on it but twice. Now, it's low-hanging fruitcake for negative Nancys like myself to linger on the languid release of the Wii U or Reggie's ridiculous corporate hype speak concerning the console's chances against a PS4 and an X-Bone that frankly ground their goddamn bones into a fine confectioner's powder, but really look back here, this time remembering Reggie's specific role at Nintendo, the president of American operations. In short, E3? That shit was his house. And to be honest, Nintendo has dominated a fair fucking few E3s in the last 5 years. Particularly in a time when Sony and Microsoft think exclusive software is what happens when a rich guy gets a broken boner. The Star Fox Zero reveal, for instance. Zelda Breath of the Wild. The unveiling of the original Wii, which ran roughshod on an industry perpetually persuaded that the only way forward was the furtherance of space-age graphics tech that's outdated before it's so much as given a goddamn name. The Wii, whatever its latter-day failings, provided a welcome alternative to tech-weary gamers eager to once again embrace the fucking fun. And before you knew it, it was the Tickle Me Elmo of 2007, well eclipsing the next closest competitor and even the more recent success of the PS4, which it's time to come out and admit will never fucking catch the Wii. And Fils-Aime was the Wii's oily face fucking hype man stateside. And the Switch stinks of Reggie, with all the incumbent success thereof. After the PS4 and X-Bone seemingly undid all Nintendo's tireless work rolling back the black brick tech race, where world-class autist bandy bullshit statistics like dithering and megaflops, despite being 15 epochs out of date before they're out of the birth canal, Nintendo Switch crushed the two-party paradigm with a middling-powered kick-ass console that was more about accessibility, portability, and a little thing called goddamn games than outdated fanboy dick fights. As such, there's no shame for Reg here. Sure, there was that Wii U shit show, and you even caught the tail end of the GameCube goat fuck, but the Wii was a world-class success for which there may never be a commercial equal, and you're bouncing out of the Big N secure in the knowledge that your Nintendo console, as the Switch, is now dominating both companies, selling 10 million in software for each of your top 5 fucking titles, a feat PS4 couldn't match for the first 2 years of its existence, and over a third of the way to trumping the entirety of the competition in hardware sales within the next year and a fucking half. Not a bad time to slap on your Tanuki fucking fursuit and sail off into the sunset, if I say so myself. Retire in peace, Reggie. We hardly remembered ye worked for thee. I'm Razor Fist. God fucking speed.
Would you give me my old job back?
But what will I do?
Do you have any skills?
日本語喋れますよ。